It was Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. Let's talk about some old school ways to set up Invisalign or ClearCorrect or any clear aligner plan without the CBCT to check to see if we're going to push teeth through the bone. And what did we do for the first 20 years before we had the CBCT method? And what is the CBCT method? Well, first of all, let's take a pause. For those of you who don't know the CBCT method, which is available at the moment in Invisalign and Spark and maybe some other brands, I'm not sure which ones. I don't necessarily keep up on this unless I'm using this with a doctor or somebody approaches me and tells me about it. I don't know if you have something. So if you do, let me know. Let me demo it. So the CBCT functionality is actually pretty game changing. And for me, it's gotten to the point now where I can confidently say if this is a case that's either for kids or for older patients who may or may not have some perio or some bone loss or some shortened roots or other pathology, retained, existing implants, retained baby teeth, something where it'd be really great to have CBCT functionality. It's a game changer for setting up your case. I can tell you that you will get a way better case. So for those older and younger patients right now, and again, I tell you this, I have never taken a dime from Invisalign. They don't even give me a pat on the back. They don't even talk to me. They don't say boo to me. I still think it's the best product for those two demographics. Everyone else in the middle, I don't care. Do whatever you want. As long as it's not a hard case, you can use whatever aligner brand you want. Works the same, right? As long as you use smart intellect in setting up your plan and picking and staging it and changing trays and everything. It's the same. So you'll get the same outcome, except for in those two special demographics I mentioned. Okay, so what did we do before we had CBCT? And what if you're doing braces? How do you supervise this? How do you know? So let's go back to, I'm going to reference a few videos I want you to stop and listen to along the way. So I'd love for you to go to my channel, my YouTube channel, right? Straightsmile Solutions. And then if you go to the top, you'll see, actually the best place to search within my channel is to go to my channel, go to the little favicon or whatever you want to call the logo at the top right corner. And then you'll be in my YouTube channel, which is Straightsmile Ortho Coach for Dentists, Straightsmile Solutions Ortho Coach for Dentists. Long name. And then you'll see that little magnifying glass next to the store icon. And then you can put in whatever keyword you want. So I want you to put in the keyword crowding, just crowding. And that should bring you to a video called Ways to Move Teeth and Correct Crowding, IPR, SD, Expansion, Proclination, Extraction. Those are the 5 major ways we use to move teeth in ortho. Make sure you watch that video. Take a pause on this one, listen to that one, then come back and finish this one. I'm going to assume you've already watched that video before I continue here. Okay, so you watched that video, great. Let's reference some stuff in that video. So we know that there's so many different ways we can move teeth. Each patient needs a customized way to move teeth. We need to find out which way is going to work for that patient. Some patients might have all 5 options. Some patients might only have 1 out of the 5 options. We got to see what's going to work for that patient. And that patient might have some preferences. They may not want to do IPR. They may not want to pull out teeth. I mean, these are uncommon. Every patient is interested in expansion and proclination. That doesn't mean that expansion and proclination is an option for every patient. So how do we know if expansion and proclination is an option for your patient? Well, that's where the CBCT comes in, because if you toss it in with Invisalign, which by the way is a free service, it turns red if you cannot do it. Ta-da, you ran out of bone. Okay, now I know I can't do it. That's really great, right? But let's keep in mind a few things. And again, I have another video I want you to I want you to listen to. The keywords I want you to put in are Invisalign, teen. Okay, that should bring up to my video. Oh God, where is it? Oops, that usually brings it up. Okay, that's not working. Let's see. How about teen CBCT? I think that's it. There we go. I don't know why it didn't come up. Oh, because the word was teens, plural. Duh. Okay. And the name of the video is Invisalign CBCT AI feature accurate on kids and teens in young adults? Okay. So that talks about Invisalign CBCT fixture and how I haven't really been using it. This is just me personally in kids and adults because I don't think it's really necessary. There is definitely an element, and you guys have heard this in your ortho classes, that sometimes when we expand arches, especially when there's a rolled in curve of Wilson, sometimes we can go wider on patients, definitely on kids and teens. That's never been a question, definitely on young adults. But what about those 30, 40 somethings? That's kind of borderline. I definitely don't do it on 50s and 60s. I definitely do it on people in their teens and 20s. So there's a wiggle room in there in their 30s and 40s, and I still haven't figured out who can do it and who can't. So I'm still using that CBCT feature on people that age. And a lot of times I find I can do a little bit. Sometimes I find I can't do any, but better a little bit than none, right? Because that's less IPR, extractions are fewer that you have to do. You're going to have a more predictable outcome. You're going to have a better arch width. It's just going to be better for the patient if we can get them as wide as humanly possible without violating any biological width. So that is how we do things in the old school. We do a little bit, we check. We do a little bit, we check. They come in every, in braces, they're going to come in every month and we're going to check. And if things start to look red or inflamed, or the perio starts breaking down, or thin or mobile, well, then we better back that up, right? But it's only been like that for a few weeks, so nothing is permanent at that point. So you just use your old school dental knowledge and check bite marks and everything like that. That's how we do it. It's not a big deal. You can do this. You just can't give them the whole box and dismiss them away. That is the risk, because if you push a tooth out the bone, that's on you, my friend. That's on you. All right, thanks so much.